Good morning, 6th grade math. This week we are going to get into some geometry. So we're going to help find the missing angle of a triangle. If you would like to find the 10 differences, you can go ahead and do that now. Pause your video. So our work today will be around finding a missing angle of a triangle. So one thing about triangles is that all of them, no matter if they look like this, or if they look like this, or if they look like this, all of them add up to 180 degrees. And when I talk about the angle, I talk about this space in here. Okay? So when we talk about angles, we're talking about kind of the amount of space that the corner takes up. So all three of those will always add up to 180 degrees in a triangle. So what that means is that what we are going to do today is find out how much an angle is that's not listed on a triangle. So we're going to try to find the missing angle. The other thing to know is that a right angle is what we call it. It always equals 90 degrees. You'll see these a lot in triangles. And this is the symbol for a right angle. It's this little square in a corner. So sometimes they won't put 90 degrees and they'll just have this little square. So you're going to have to remember that that is always 90 degrees. Next, we're going to look at our steps to solving for a missing angle. So like we already said, a triangle is always 180 degrees. So we are going to start with the number 180. Then we are going to subtract the angles that you know. Okay, there's two steps. We're going to start with 180, then we're going to subtract the angles we know. So we're going to go through a couple examples. For this first example, again, we're going to start with 180, and then we're going to subtract the angles we know. We know this angle is 35. We know this angle is 35. So we're going to subtract them both. So now in my calculator, I'm going to say 180 minus 35 minus 35. And my answer is 110. So I'm going to write 110. Don't forget to put the degrees symbol on your answer. That's our label. So that means that this angle right here that's missing is 110 degrees. For my next example, again, we start with 180 and we take away the angles we know. To figure out what we have left. So we're going to subtract 180 minus 70 minus 50. Our answer is 60. So that means that this angle right here that's missing is 60 degrees. All right, for our practice today that you're going to submit to Schoology, you're going to do the same thing we just did on 3 problems. So this first one, you're going to again start with 180 and then you subtract the angles that you know. So I'm going to have you challenge yourself and go ahead and try to do these 3 circled problems now on your own. Check back and see what my answers are to check your work. Okay, for this first one, you should have gotten an answer of 40 degrees. That's the missing angle. For the second one, 105 degrees is the missing angle. And for the final one, don't forget that this symbol, the square down in the corner, means 90, so 60 degrees is the missing angle. If you want, you can take the numbers that you solve for and put them down below in the problem. So this one is 105 degrees is T. So we are missing this T. And 60 degrees was F. This first one didn't have a letter with it. It was just X. There was no letter to this angle, so there's no one for the puzzle below. So the puzzle is a little joke. It says, why do you like studying about volcanoes? And it says, it's a lava fun. So volcanoes and lava, little play on words. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And again, make sure to submit this page back to Schoology.